everybody, and thank you for joining me today. So this time I double checked that my camera is in the correct mode, so I won't have to record twice like I did last time. Wait. So yeah, once again I was kind of working more out from the bottom up, from the left towards the right side. So I'm filling in this part, and then I'm going to go down here and fill in that part. That's just sort of the way the colors led me. So that's how I stitch. I just let the colors tell me what I should do. So yeah, as I was saying, it's still cold, rainy summer this year. Went for a walk, and there was mushrooms everywhere. So the grass is so wet and marshy. Mushrooms or toadstools, I'm not sure which. I even was curious, and I looked up what's the difference, and yeah, I still couldn't tell you. One's the spore-bearing part and one's not, but then some of them are, and basically the big difference is mushrooms are edible and toadstools are poisonous. But yeah, they look pretty similar. And that apparently mushrooms are more likely to grow on wood and toadstools more likely to grow in the ground, but there's exceptions to that. Well, nothing in nature likes to be easily and neatly categorized, right? Yeah, kind of like the platypus. They lay eggs, but also lactate. So apparently they said the first time some North American scientists saw one, they thought it was a hoax and kept looking for where it was stitched together. Yeah, my dad always said it was made with leftover parts. Yeah, at least the weather's not too hot for walking, so that's nice. It's funny, when I go for walks with my husband, I'm just the right height that if I hip check him, it hits him right in the one of the reflex points and his legs go out. So I have to be careful not to do that. Okay. Making sure I'm in the right place. There are a lot of blues in this area. And I almost worked one entire grid off from where I was supposed to be. So yeah, that would have sucked. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I say cold and rainy, but I actually don't mind that too much. Rather that than being too hot. I hate that. Yeah, I kind of did this section first because of the way the colors are kind of going almost vertical, and then it changes over here because of course it's a different part of the picture. Because this is the shadowy side of the trees here, and then that's the light on the ground and stuff. So okay. Okay. So yeah, I might just unthread that at this point. We'll see. It's moving into the next section. This one we can finish off. Yeah, I think that is what I will do. Oh, geez. Where did that go? Oh, for Pete's sake, I dropped a needle in my lap. I gotta try and find it before I stab myself. Ah, there it is. Yeah, that would have been unpleasant. Although actually the worst was I went to grab my scissors and they weren't exactly where I thought they were, and I caught the point right in the side of my hand and scratched myself. That wasn't fun. Keeping them in my lap might be a bad habit, but oh well. Oh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that'll be all I'm gonna get out of this thread. Yes, as you could probably hear in the background, I'm not alone today. The teen is home. Still kind of blows my mind that he's a teenager. How did that happen? Oh, goes by so quickly. I know everybody has that, but I feel like people our age too, it's because of the year 2000, it's like it just really messed up the concept of time for us. It's like it's always 2000, you know. 1970 was 30 years ago. It's like, oh no, wait a minute, no it wasn't. Yeah, I had a joke one time where I said, at what point is a song, you know, considered an oldie? How old does it have to be? And I said, my answer is anything that's before I was born is an oldie. Everything after is not. And I'll accept no other answers. Yeah. The stuff you went, you know, that came out when you were in high school was on the retro flashback. It's like, oh man. Got a super short piece left here. Yeah, or I'm at the age where all the songs that were popular when I was growing up are now becoming ads. I had one for Gain laundry detergent was saying she's a Gainiac. And they even did the flash dance move, the person in the chair, and then instead of water pouring on them, it was like a basket of laundry. Oh, which was quite clever, but yeah, sure made me feel old. Or they had one, a scoop, there it is, instead of whoop, there it is. Oh, man. Ooh. Or somebody said they were showing their kid Back to the Future. And they said, why is this called the future? It's in 2015. You know, we're past that. It's like, okay, listen here, you little brat. That's what Macaulay Culkin, he tweeted once. He said, you want to feel old? I'm 40. It's like, Okay, I'm not listening to that. You were the Home Alone kid forever. Okay, I thought maybe I missed the hole in the fabric there, but no, it's all good. I think the grid line was giving me a bit of an optical illusion there. Yeah, I think some neighbors might be redoing their roof. Hopefully it stays dry enough for them. It was threatening to rain today, but seems to have changed. It's nice blue sky right now, so we actually went out, we did our roof years ago. It did end up raining. My husband had to go and buy a ginormous tarp to go over the house. I didn't even know they made them that big. But yeah, they it's like the size of a circus tent or something. Like, I knew they made fumigating tents, you know, that big because they have to, but I didn't know that you could buy a tarp that big, especially not as like not a business, but as an individual consumer. So yeah. But he said, yeah, so they had the huge tarp and they were still nailing down planks and stuff because they had to replace a few of the boards that were kind of rotted. And he said, and then a wind gust came and like flattened them right against the roof because it pushed on the tarp and like basically sucked all the air out from under the tarp. And so they were just flattened against the roof, kind of just waiting for the wind to change so they could get up again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was sure glad when that was done. Yeah, our neighbors across the street, they have like an aluminum roof. So the snow doesn't stay on it like ours does because we have the traditional shingles. And yeah, so sometimes you'll hear all the snow go down off of their roof in the winter. Of course, that kind of sucks then because it blocks their front door. Good thing they don't use it that much. All right, just making sure I'm at the right grid line here. Okay, I'm gonna park it right over here. And that is out of the diagonal, so we're done with that. Okay, coming sort of back up again. Oh yeah, quite a ways. Okay, 336. See how long these pieces in my tray are. Not very. Okay, I'll get an entirely new one for this. Oh, pardon me. Oh, not a good night's sleep last night. Ugh. Look for a better one today. Yeah. Woke up at 5. Couldn't sleep again, and I am not a person who's ready to function at 5 in the morning, that's for sure. My sister, actually, she's a major early bird now, like our mom, up at 4 or 5, but then falling asleep at like, 6 o'clock in the evening, so. But she says, yeah, she likes it because nobody else is up at that time, so she gets the quiet all to herself before everyone else wakes up. Okay, let me take a look here. So that's 300, 290, 270. Yes, okay. So I am in the correct spot. Yeah, this whole area can look really similar, so making sure you're in the right big square of 100 stitches with the grid lines can help ensure that you are in the correct spot. Also, if you get practice at reading what threads you have parked and what colors are, it can help you see if it matches what's on your pattern to help you determine if you're in the correct spot or not. But you have to be careful when there's multiple threads, because like say I have a purple one here and another of the same purple right there, so you have to be careful you're looking at the correct one. Okay, then I'm gonna do these. Oh, if I could color them in correctly. Okay, you can see I have 2 threads here. Let's see of this color. Let's see how long they are. Ah, that's why, because this one is only going to be enough to do these 3. Yeah. If it is longer, I might have done these 3 and then parked below, sort of in that next sort of path of this color, but yeah, this is too short to bother carrying anywhere. Okay, I have to be careful about my pin stitches, because right here is going to be some light color again. I can see there's going to be whites and very pale yellows there, because that's the sunlight on the sunny side. So I'm going to draw this along the back. That way, no chance that that color will show through on the lighter colored section. There we go. Okay. Then do a bunch of these. Yeah, this is a pretty much full-length piece I joined. Although I think I'm going to have, yeah, another thread for the... Yeah, I could see that. Okay. So I'm going to kind of cross these as I go, because I want the thread to end up at the bottom, not back up where I started. Okay. Almost reach the edge of this diagonal, and then we'll go further down and do the bottom of it. And then it will be time to go back up to the top and start a new one. Although probably not in this session. I don't stitch that fast. Because yeah, there's still a good at least 100 some down there, so. Okay, so I crossed as I went. That way I can park it right here, there. And I'm going to do a new thread for those, most likely, but that's in the next section, so when I get there. leave it until then. Okay, so this one has no close by, so we're going to end it off. My goodness, somebody's lawnmower is really loud. Or at least it is to me. I don't know how much you'll hear it. Might be one of those ride-on ones. Those tend to be louder. Oh, goodness. Okay. There. I could tell there wasn't enough resistance as I'm pushing it along the back. So then I know it didn't catch enough threads on the back to be secure. So first few times I did that, I flipped my work to make sure that it was caught. And now I can tell the difference by feel as to whether I have successfully caught enough threads and when I haven't. So now I never have to turn it, which saves a lot of time. And yeah, this clamp frame is made to swivel, but I mean, it's kind of awkward. It's so, you know, because I have the Q-snap is fairly big, and if you're flipping it over, these threads could tangle more easily. So yeah, I taught myself to do everything from the front, and it saved a lot of trouble. Took a little practice at first, but definitely worth it. Okay, just got like a single one out there. And I think perfect. I have a super short little bit that'll be just right. Yeah, I think this afternoon I might be doing a bit of work on my firefly piece. I'm still working on those big blocks of the black background. Because yeah, later this afternoon I'm gonna have a harder time concentrating when I'm tired. Yeah, I can tell you this, these big full coverage pieces do take quite a bit of brain power, because when you're tired, you can really feel how much they take out of you. There I go, pardon me. Okay, and 5:05. Okay. Oh, another one. I have less than 100 stitches left of this. But I still have two horizontal passes after this one, so it's going to be a while before I start zeroing more stuff out. Yeah. I managed to zero one out when I was about 40% done, but everything else is still kind of scattered throughout the picture here. So that there. Just double check. Yeah. I really like too that the pattern keeper colors it in the correct floss colors. That also can help you figure out where you are. There is the option to turn it to a single flat gray color, because some people find it easier, less distracting, but I really like having the correct colors there. It yeah, helps me to read my work more easily. Okay. How long is this piece? Yeah, not really long enough to do this section here. So I'm going to attach a new thread for that bit. Yeah, I had someone say they don't like a lot of threads hanging. It's like, okay, well then, my method's probably not for you. There's a newer one going around by a Royal Stitcher. She calls hers Royal Rose, where she does sort of two boxes and you either park below or in the next column. And she says park in the dungeon, which gave me a smile. I thought that was cool because, you know, she's doing as if it's a castle. So she says to park in the dungeon or the East Tower. Yeah, I like that description. But yeah, somebody's saying, yeah, but there's so many threads, I don't like that. It's like, okay, yeah, then my method ain't for you either. Lots of threads do not bother me, as you'll have seen if you've watched my videos before. Okay. Okay, now as this is a shorter piece of thread, and it's probably going to be a while until I get to those stitches. In fact, they're like in the next section. So yeah, I'm gonna unthread this one. Not much point in leaving the needle on there. Yeah, because I am sort of right at the edge of finishing this diagonal. Oh, yeah, that was threaded, but so short it did not stay. No prob. Okay, I should be able to get 2 more stitches out of this, I think. So I will park it even though it's really short. But there's only 2 stitches left in that area, so I'm gonna really try and get the thread to last for that bit. Okay, I may not bother doing this. We'll see. Okay, well, since it's already threaded, then I will. And the needle did stay on when I pulled it out, so do it that way. My gosh, yeah, that is really loud. Well, sorry, y'all. I didn't know it was gonna be that noisy when I decided to sit and make a video for you. Hopefully you don't find it too irritating. Okay, 154. Oh, that was really uneven. There we go. Yeah, seeing it's been so rainy. It even rained on Canada Day. They were gonna have fireworks, and yeah, we ended up not going because it was pretty gross. You didn't really want to be sitting on the ground like that, and it's also really crowded, and yeah, I mean, there is still COVID going around, so even though it's outdoors, you know, when it gets too crowded, I get a little nervous, so. Okay, look at that. We are just about done here for this area. It's so close that sometimes I might just leave those for the next section, but since I'm working in this area, I'm gonna do them. For now, anyway. Oh, did I do that correctly? Oh, I did do that when I marked it as being parked somewhere else, or am I looking at the wrong thread? Let me take a look. Nope. Yeah, okay. So what happens is I did this one, and then, purple. Oh, look at that. I think I did a different color. Okay, well, you know what? These are so similar that I'm going to just cheat. 1, 2, 3. Can I do that? Let's see, or if I really blew it here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. So I'm gonna kind of fudge this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That one. Yeah, I did the purple over by 1, I think. Now one next to the purple one. Oh, except then it won't be, let's see. Oh, I see what I did. My gosh. Yeah, I did miss one. That's okay. Yeah, these are really, really close, so I'm gonna fudge it. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Yeah, instead of doing this in the 823 blue, but it's so bloody close. Or, oh, did I mix up which is which? I think I did. Oh my gosh. I think I really blew this. Hang on a minute. Told you I ain't perfect. Oh, yeah, I see what I did. Uh-huh, I grabbed the wrong thread. This is 823, not 336. That's what I did. Okay. This one is 336, and I put it in the wrong spot. Yeah, that's what I did. Ah, that's what I did. Silly me. Okay, this one is 336. So I did that one. Okay. And then this one is 823. Oops. Yes, okay. And it's part there. Okay. This one. Yeah. Told you I was tired. Okay, so I did that one, and okay, so that's there. This one should be, yeah, I mixed them up. My gosh, silly me. Yeah, that one's 823. This one's 336, and so it should be part right there. Haha, silly me. I blew it, but nice thing is I managed to fix it. If I was stitching cross country, I might not have noticed that. Yeah. I don't have to fudge it. I can actually do it correctly. So I'm just going to recount for my grid lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that is correct. 1, 2, 3 from the top. Okay. Now we will get this right. Yeah, I grabbed the wrong dark blue thread because they were close together. Okay. And then put that there. Okay. Oi, my gosh. I bet some of you probably noticed and were like, no, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, sometimes when they're super close, I'll just fudge it, but actually, I figured out what I did. Okay, now we got it right. Okay, excellent. Okay, now that's part there. This one is there. Yeah, now that I fixed my screw up, okay, and then I'm going to park that and then that. Yeah, those are ready for the next diagonal. So I think we'll be just about done with this section, and then we'll move to the part that's further down. Well, no matter what method you use, mistakes are going to happen sometimes because we're not machines. Although I say that, but machines even make mistakes, right? Because they crash. Like computers, so. Oh my. Pardon me. Oh. Okay, new one for that bit. Mm-hmm. That was not sitting nicely. And also, there. I didn't quite go down in the right spot in the hole. It was about a millimeter off, and that would have bugged me. Yeah, make sure I grab the correct one. Let's not have a repeat of earlier. Yeah, lots of threads in this little area here. Okay, but we will have one less in just a moment. This is the last stitch of this color here. Now, you know what? None of this is threaded, and it's so close to the edge that, yeah, I decided I am done with that bit. Gather up all these threads, tuck them away. I think even these ones, yeah. Yeah, there we go. So now, we'll move further down the diagonal, like I said. We have some bigger sections, so this will go a little faster, which is always nice. Okay, and then a whole bunch in a row here. Yeah, I mentioned the Maniac song, now it's stuck in my head. Ooh. Oh, 10 left of this color. Yeah, there was a lot of it in the center part of the design where the sky was. But now it's almost done. Okay. Another one that can be ended. Oh, look at that. We've got an end poking through. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to make sure this other one of this color is long enough. Yeah, it is, so I don't need to carry this one over. So I've done that before. I've ended off a thread thinking my second thread would be enough for the other stitches, and it wasn't, so then I had to attach another thread again. That was kind of annoying. Because yeah, every time you stop and start with the thread, it does use some extra up. Oh, look at that, only 14 of this color left too, so we're getting closer to the end of that one, and now it's 12. Okay, okay. Let's just see what I want to do here. I think I'm going to end up doing something out of order. Yeah, that's just the way the threads are parked and such. That happens sometimes, so I say I try not to close stuff in, but try is the operative word. Sometimes it's just more trouble than it's worth to avoid it. Yep, so. And, okay, 3363. Oh, we're coming on to 100 stitches done. Woohoo! that's only going to be enough for a few. This is a longer one. Okay. And then I have a third one parked here. All right, that's a fairly decent length too. This one, okay. Might have more threads than stitches, but that's okay. But there's quite a lot of this crescent stitch in this area, so I probably will end up using them all anyway. I won't have to end one off. Okay, and I'm going to do these 4 with this thread and then end it off. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Tied a tiny little knot right at the end. That's annoying. Okay, there we go. Keep it on the wrong side. Actually, I'm thinking this might be just enough to do this one lone stitch here, so I'm going to do that. Yeah. I always like to get every last available stitch on my thread that I can. Oh, look at that. That's really, really uneven. There we are. All right, so there, and I can do a bunch of these in a row. Oh my gosh. Couldn't think of as much to say this time. I hope you weren't bored. Yeah, usually you can't shut me up, but I don't know, must be because I'm tired. Can't think of as much to say. Not as much of a motor mouth this time. My gosh, fine, I'll go the other way. Did not want to come up without splitting that thread there, so. Yeah, like I said, I don't care if my back is perfect or not, so. Oh, and now there are number 7 stitches left in this pattern. I wonder where they are. Ah, good. I'll be able to get another 0 within another few diagonals because they're all in this area. There's none in the next passes. So woohoo! That'll be our second 0. I love seeing them count down. It's the final countdown. Especially at the end when you get to start zeroing out colors left, right, and center. That's always fun. Little accomplishment on feeling of each color being completed. Okay. Sweet. I will get another diagonal done today. Woohoo. Always love that feeling. New starts are fun and finishes are fun. 4, 3, 6. Yeah, I'm amazed by how many some people have in rotation. Like, how do you even keep track of that? Wow. See if we end up with multiple threads here or doing stuff out of order. We shall see what happens. Yeah, I was saying way earlier in the video about mushrooms and toadstools. Apparently my my in-laws came from Hungary, and yeah, my mother-in-law was saying that her grandpa used to take her foraging in the forest for mushrooms. Apparently he was really good at it because, I mean, obviously they're still alive. Yeah, there was a meme I saw that said, you know, guess how did they learn which mushrooms are safe? It's like they said, this one tastes like beef, this one killed Brian immediately, and this one makes you see God for a week. Yeah, we had one time some people went foraging. They brought us back a mushroom. The cap of it was like this big. And yeah, but my mom was all very polite and, oh, thanks. And then she, yeah, we did not eat it because, yeah, she just said, you know, we can't be certain it's safe. That's not a mistake you can make twice, right? Ooh. Okay, let's see how long this bit is. Try and get just that thread. Oh yeah, this is a short one, so I'm going to restart a new one up higher. Okay, that works. Oh my gosh. Yeah. One of the hazards of shorter pieces. I think I'm going to be cheap and make one more stitch with that one. Okay, and then I'll start a new one up top. There's quite a lot in this little area here. Oh, no, it should be there. Yep. Because I want to start from that edge and go back to it. Yeah, it was interesting. I was actually looking at my progress stuff and I didn't realize how much progress I'd made in a month. Because yeah, some days it can feel like you're never gonna finish it, right? But then yeah, after I look in like each month, there's several, like 20 diagonals done or something like that, 15, 20 new diagonals done, then yeah, progress is being made. I will finish it eventually. Yeah, I would say make sure that you absolutely love the picture you're making because you're going to be working on it for a while. It is a big time investment. Okay, and then this was the single stitch. Yep. I didn't bother leaving that one threaded because there's no way that needle would stay on a piece that short. Okay. So I think I may wrap this up soon. Okay, and that one is not long enough to park either. Yeah, I got a ways to finish this diagonal. So I think I'm going to call it a day here. And once again, thank you for joining me. And I hope to see you here again another time. All right, thanks everyone.